What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today we got some major news in regards to Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle and a brand new meta that's about to get introduced when they release Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron. Now, this is what I'm sure you guys seen all seen everybody freaking out on Twitter, YouTube, everybody that covered the news up to this point. We got the leader abilities for Omega Shenron and Gogeta, and I gotta say, Gogeta's a little game breaking, and that's major sarcasm, by the way. It's severely game breaking. You're going to be crushing events left and right if you pull Gogeta. Now, to kind of break down, they actually have two abilities as leaders. The first one is they want to kind of cater to the specific types. In Omega Shenron's case, he does plus 50% attack, defense, HP to physical types, and plus 3 ki. And then Gogeta does the same thing, but for tech units. However, they also have a category boost if a card fits under a specific category. In Gogeta's case, for example, all fusion characters are going to get a 150% attack, HP, and defense boost, and plus 3 ki. And in Omega Shenron's case, they say Shadow Dragon Saga, and I don't know what cards fit under this as of right now. In fact, I don't really know what fits under the fusion list as well. I don't know if they're going to count Merge Zamasu, Super 17, or if it's only going to be like fusion-based characters like Gotenks, Gogeta, yada, 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 yada. But still, even if they only count those, that's still going to be a broken team. But the big question is what counts as a Shadow Dragon arc character, because is it either only going to be Shadow Dragons like Nova Shenron, Ice Shenron, or is it going to be other characters that also fit in that same arc like Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta? We don't know yet. But either way, looking back at the freaking Gogeta team, it's going to be the definition of broken. Especially if you're in a Japanese version of the game. I mean, think about it. We just got Intelligence Gogeta a couple of months ago. We got Physical Gotenks. And with all the other units that exist in the game so far as well, under 150% boost times 2 with a 300% boost, those cards are going to be monsters. On top of that, think about how crazy the Gogeta team is going to be. You got Vegeta Blue for counters, you got Super Saiyan Vegeta for counters, and then you got all the hardest hitting units in the game all on the same team with a double 150% boost. On top of that, they all linked together. This is going to be a ridiculous team. It's funny, looking back a couple days ago, everybody was wondering what the leader ability was going to be, and most people were saying that Omega Shenron was shafting Gogeta because he has so much better links and stuff like that. He attacked twice, but not like looking at how this is set up. There's no way in hell they'll ever introduce anything that's going to be more powerful than the fusion category and I guess the release of the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta meta. I feel like they're going to have to patch it at some point because it'll be too overpowered. So I really have no idea how this is all going to work yet, because again, it's all speculation because we still don't know what fits under the fusion category, but at least it's got to be like Gotenks, Gogeta, Vegeta Blue, basically the more important units. And if they can also fit in like Merge Zamasu and units like that, those cards are going to be destroying events left and right. Now here's the scary part. The scary part aren't what the damage output is going to be for your team, it's going to be how they'll have to balance it out, because with every single crazy card and meta release, they have to balance out harder events. And if you guys remember, Janemba and Super 17 and a couple other units that were released in the last couple of months on the Japanese version of the game introduced a new way to do events. Super 17, for example, when he has his barrier up, you can't do more than like 300,000 damage, whereas Janemba dodges every 3 seconds, and it makes those units much more difficult to defeat. They're not impossible, but it's kind of RNG based, like when you fight against someone like Janemba who dodges left and right. I'm sure you've seen the races, but like the question is how will they balance out the events so we don't like easily plow through them when you get these units? Like, that's the big question. And then of course the other question I have is what counts as a Shadow Dragon Saga character? Is it only going to be Shadow Dragons, which is what I'm kind of leaning towards is what's going to be the case, or can you use Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta and also technically Gogeta, because Gogeta is a Shadow Dragon Saga character as well. So that part is kind of up in the air until they actually release and show it off later this week. That's kind of like the big question, but honestly, I'm a big fan of the meta. I like it because that introduces a different way to play as opposed to the standard mono teams that we've been basically used to over the course of the last couple of years. Now the question is what else can it do? I think I saw D-Free talking about this on his channel as well, like having like an LR category. That would be ridiculous. I mean, that would also be really, really hard to run in the first place because you need a huge team cost for that in the first place. But I think like, if they do more of these creative teams where they're kind of based around each other, they actually first introduced it with the girls a couple of days ago, and I think also a crap, what was the other team? I forgot what the other team was, but they introduced 2 categories this past week where they had like the all-girl team, like featuring like Andrew the 18, Bulma, yada 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 yada, and something else, which I did not get a chance to run yet, but I did see it. But I do love the idea that they're introducing categories now, and then also is going to kind of change the game completely around how you play it. But again, the question is will that be too broken? And the fusion team, as of right now, it's easy to look at the fusion team and think, you know what, this is literally going to be plowing through events left and right. This is going to be game-breaking, maybe potentially end the game if you look at it. But at the same time, until you kind of see how they're actually going to balance it out, which I'm sure they're figuring that out, I'm sure there's going to be something to kind of counter what they're about to introduce into the game. But again, I'm a fan of it. I like the categories idea because like there's so much potential for adding like crazy things. You can do stuff like I think also D3 meshes as well. You can do like the Son Goku team or like the Team Vegeta family team, yada 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 yada. There's so much ways that you can do this. It's gonna make the game super fun to play over the course of the next couple months. But the question is where is going to be the line that's gonna be drawn between fun and broken? And right now, this is a way to add to like basically announce this by adding a fusions team, which is already like the best team in the game, but only making it more powerful with the introduction of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So yeah. The comment section below, let me know your biggest fears and questions, I guess. Again, we don't know what counts as a fusion character yet. I assume it's going to be one of the fusion links. And we still definitely don't know what the Shadow Dragon Saga characters count as well. I still think it's going to be just Shadow Dragons only, in which case, if it is, what other Shadow Dragons are going to get introduced? Because they need to add more than what's already in the game. Because right now, I think the only viable options are going to be like Sin Shenron. You probably can't run Omega Shenron because he's basically the same Shenron. And you'll have to add like, you know, Ice, which is a free card. And then no one's going to want to really run like the Boo Boo Shadow Dragon. So they're going to have to introduce something else to kind of counter that. But then at the same time, this could be Shadow Dragon Saga, meaning you can run like cards like Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, even maybe Gogeta on the same team, in which case that could be also super powerful. But at the same time, I feel like with the introduction of the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta team, you wouldn't want to do it anyways because the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta team and the Fusion Squad are going to be the best team on this game for a very, very long time. So, I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. With that said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What you guys think about this brand new meta. Is it a good idea, bad idea, some fears you have, some potential categories you love to see, and feel free to discuss everything down below. If you're hyped for the release of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron, make sure to leave a like below, and also hashtag Shenron or Gogeta. Which card are you going to go for first in the comment section below? Technically, you can run Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with Super Gogeta, right? I mean, they're technically different units. Yeah, you should be around the same teams, right? I assume so. I don't know. We'll find out. But in the comment section below, let me know which card you want to get first, Shenron or Gogeta. I assume most people are going to go for Gogeta just because the fusion team is going to be incredible. But if maybe you want to go for Shenron, feel free to hashtag that name all over the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed us today. My name is Rhymestyle. I'll see you guys in the comment section below. Peace.